Hello, this is Celina of Rain City Creativity. I just wanted to show you how I make my fabric straps for flip-flops. The reason I did this is because I was finding that my flip-flops, this rubber part that goes between your toes, was giving me blisters. So I wanted to see if there was anything out there to relieve that so that I can wear flip-flops pain-free. And there's lots of articles and ideas on the internet about this, and what I did was I put it all together, and I'm going to show you what to look for, what not to do, and hopefully you enjoy this. Okay, so let's first talk about what we need. We need, of course, flip-flops. Now, with flip-flops, one of the things to look for is you want flip-flop that the back part has a nice big well there, because when you get to this process and how you make these, you're going to want the big well so that your knot fits really nicely on the bottom of the flip-flop. Now, I learned the hard way, and I bought this pair because nice color. I like that chocolatey brown, but there is no indent. It's just a little crease, and that's it. Look at the difference on these old navy ones. So first thing, that's what you want to look for. The second thing you're going to need is your fabric. Now, each flip-flop needs two strips. One that is 11 inches long by 4 inches wide. The other one is just double that, in that it's 22 inches long, also 4 inches wide. Okay. The fabric you can use is anything that you're comfortable sewing with, and cotton, something really soft that's going to be comfy on your feet. And all the different fabric you're going to see here is repurposed pillowcases, so it's just really soft and nice. So you'll be seeing that. The other thing you're going to need is Fabri-Tac. What you will see a lot of people use are glue guns, and that's really not a good thing to use, because to activate the glue, to have it liquidy, you have to heat it up. Well, what happens is when you're outside in the middle of summer walking on the streets, sidewalks, what will happen is your glue will become sticky. It will become liquidy again, and it will just cause a bunch of mess with gravel and stuff that will stick to the bottom of your flip-flops, and it'll be gross. So don't use a glue gun. Oh, glue gun. Hey, I have one right here. No, don't use this. Okay. Fabri-Tac you can buy anywhere. Walmart, Joann's, fabric stores, and actually, where else? Michael's, online. So, and don't just think this is for fabric. This is great for card making, for mini albums, and if you live in a humid climate and you find that your cards or mini albums will sometimes, the adhesive will loosen and your bits will fall off your cards, Fabri-Tac is great for that. Okay, but I digress. You need a pair of heavy-duty scissors. I like using these kitchen scissors because that's for cutting the straps, and you can use regular scissors, but you don't have to put as much elbow grease into it. And then just some type of clip, because you will be clipping the little knot at the bottom just to hold it in place while it dries. These are, I've used, of course, clothespins, because I have lots of them, if you've seen my previous video. And this is clothespins for blankets, so these I like. What else? Anything clippy will work. The other thing you're going to need is a wire. This is from, I think it was a coffee maker, where they wrap up the extension cords, and they wrap them with a wire. Keep those. You're going to need something like that. Electrical wire, even a twist tie will work. So let's get started. First thing is, with respect to your fabric, you're going to fold it in half and sew a seam. Fold the two sides together. You're going to form a tube. You're going to sew along the long end, and when you get to the short end, go back a couple of times because you're going to turn this tube inside out. Do that for your long strip, do that for your short strip. Okay? Then what you're going to get is when you turn it inside out, oh, here's one, you turn it inside out, use whatever you have. This is a bubble tea straw, but what people use are wooden dowels, wooden spoons. So just turn it inside out, and there you go. Now don't press it. See how it's puffy? There's the long one. I ironed down one set that I had, and I just found that the straps didn't look nice. They look too flat. They look nicer when they're puffy. So you'll see. Okay, so got that. Okay. Next thing is you're going to cut your straps. Cut there and cut there, and these will come out like that, and nope, this one's got to cut somewhere. There, you're going to end up with this. Now, you're going to take your small, this is the top part where your foot goes, loop your wire from the top to the, oops, to the bottom, like that. Take your short piece of fabric through, bring it to the middle, pull it through. That's why you need the, there. That's why you need the wire. Take that out. And bring it up about, what's that, about an inch, inch and a quarter, inch and a half. Okay. Now you're going to take the long tube and tie a knot one side and leave yourself about, from the end, about half an inch. Make it really tight. There. And I'm going to do the same. Take your wire through the bottom. Run that through, pull it back up. Remember, this is the part that your foot lays on. Pull it through. Okay, take the wire out. Now it's easy just to pull that up by hand. Pull it all the way through. And I've turned it upside down. See, and the knot it's still sitting on top, but don't worry about that. And you're going to take your strap and run it through. I should tell you, this is how the little loop on the top where your toes sit on either side, it's this way. Run the big loop through. Now, you're going to take your wire again, I didn't even it up because, there, run it through the bottom, that, pull it through the top, like, oh, sorry, wrong way, pull it through the bottom, pardon me, because you're going to, so this is the bottom. There. Oh, and see, normally I wasn't cutting my ends. See the thread? I wasn't cutting those, but I noticed that when I go to knot the end, it just caused some grief. It looked messy. Okay, so here is initially how that looks. Now, if it's for you, what you can do is you can put your foot, oh gosh, you get to look at my foot. Put your foot in. Uh-oh. Oh, okay, gotta balance there. Put your foot in, and then, oops. And then that's the last strap that you just tighten it up. Oops. And then you can see how loose or how tight you're going to make it. Oh, that was my foot. Then you're going to turn it over. Take these two ends and just tie a knot. You use your pretty tight there. Take the other side, and what I like to do is I bring it up a little bit through, tie the knot, pull it back down what I took out, and then tighten it. Now, oh, there's that string. Now I like to test it out again. Oh, here, I need both hands to put this on. There. Oops, missed a toe. Ah, there we go. Oh, super comfy. So you're going to end up with these knots. Now, what you want to do is you want to take, I've switched to a different pair here. Going to take and cut 1/4 of an inch on each of these ends. So use your heavy duty scissors and just cut. If you have pinking shears, that works too. See, just that. Actually, these are a lot easier to use than pinking shears. And so go ahead. Now what you're going to end up with is knots with these little stubby tails. Oh, here's one that I missed. So again, about 1/4 of an inch. There. Okay, so it's going to look like that. Now, what you do is you take your fabric tack and pull through on your tubes here, your tube of fabric, and see which way the little ends are facing. So see how this is facing this way? So what you're going to do is you're going to put glue, a little bit of glue here, that will seal up the ends so that they don't fray, and then you're going to tuck it in to the little well, the little hole there. Take this, pull the ends, and then put your clip on it. Okay, so let's do that. Take it, put a bit of glue. It's going to get messy, just so you know. I like getting it right in between the two layers of fabric. Get all the ends. Okay, and I look to see which way it falls. It's falling this way. So I'm going to take that. I'm going to stick it in there. There, so that, but I want to pull it out through. And press it, and you'll get a nice little flat knot. Now, what's kind of funny is I actually use these little bits that I've cut off to wipe away the fabric tack that ended up on the bottom of the flip-flop. Okay. And see how there's this little end thing? Just tuck that in. When the glue is wet, because that will get those all glued down. And then use your clip, hold that down, and just repeat that for the other 3. Actually, you're going to do that for 6 because you're going to do that for the other ones. Clip them, put your glue, tuck it under. And what you will get is, going back to these, look how nice. You'll get the knots that are nice and stuck within the bottom of the surface of your flip-flop, and you're going to get cool flip-flops. So I will post pictures on my blog, not now because it'll take a few days, of all of these flip-flops that I'm working on. So I hope you enjoyed it, and like and subscribe, and have yourself a wonderful day, and try making these. They're super easy to make. Take care. Bye.